Cyberfrog 3 is live right now on Indiegogo. Link in the description below. Oh my gosh, I have so many videos to make today. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. It's me, your friend Ethan Van Sciver, 30-year veteran of the comic book industry. And I've known this person since I've been in the comic book industry. She used to kind of be a barfly, not a barfly, a gadfly, maybe a barfly too, I don't know. Used to see her at bars when we do after-show parties. That's Heidi McDonald of the Comics Beat. And in my opinion, one of the most corrupt journalists in the corrupt sphere of comic book media. That's my opinion, and I think a lot of people kind of agree with me. This person, though, Penny Parker, the journalist, spent all of last year and the year before that investigating and revealing the whisper network that goes on within the comic book industry. All of these people who kind of meet in private and broker power through rumor, gossip, and innuendo. All of these threats and things that go on in back rooms, wheeling and dealing to gatekeep people who are inconvenient to the powers that be, the soy-based powers that be. We're not talking about creative powerhouses in any way. These are not people who are making comic books that anybody wants to read. These are the people who cause trouble for the people who make comic books that people want to read. And Penny Parker is coming forward here. We've got this situation. I'm going to have to do a video about this. I don't know if you guys are aware of what's going on with Bill Willingham, who is, I think, like a 14-time Eisner Award-winning writer and artist of a series called Fables at DC Comics. The guy is an institution. He's amazing. He's had... but this is so involved. It's really an incredible story. It's the only thing that's worth talking about in comics right now, and I'm kind of skirting the edges of it with this story. I'll get into the real thing, but Bill Willingham has a book called Fables, and it is obviously an important book, an award-winning book. He revealed just at the end of last week that he was having troubles with DC Comics. They had broken what he claims was an agreement with him, and therefore, rather than argue or try to sue, because he says he doesn't have the money to sue Warner Brothers. By the way, we've seen what happens when people try to sue Warner Brothers or Disney. It doesn't go well. The poor guy who created Ghost Rider tried to sue Disney, Marvel, for some of the rights to Ghost Rider back. He didn't feel like he was getting his fair share of royalties. And Disney Marvel struck this poor old man back so hard that he wasn't even legally allowed. They took away his right to legally claim that he was the creator or co-creator of Ghost Rider. They sued him into the poorhouse, and it was sad and ridiculous. I think he passed away recently. Poor, so people have seen this. They've seen how merciless Marvel and DC are towards their creators. If they dare ever kind of step out of line, they will destroy your life. So Bill instead just said, you know what? Fables is in the public domain. Feel free. I'm renouncing. Not only does DC not own it, but I don't own it anymore either. It's in the public domain. Feel free to do whatever you want with Fables. And that has been an amazing thing. DC Comics reacted with a sternly letter, a very stern letter that basically said, try it, F-A-F-O, F around and find out. If you try to use Fables, anyone out there, we will sue you. We will make an example of you. So they're saying it is not in the public domain, and this is currently being discussed. Heidi McDonald involved in this, okay? And the question is, Penny Parker says, if you've been searching for Bill Willingham, DC Comics, or Fables, you've seen some spicy takes from the Whisper Network, which Penny Parker has kind of established that Heidi McDonald is deeply involved, is a kind of gatekeeping power broker within these back rooms, will spread rumor and gossip, will organize an SJW militia, a media militia. Wow, that's awesome. Media militia to take out people who they find to be inconvenient. Look, they did it to me, so I'm fully aware of its power. All right, a furious Heidi McDonald. Why is Heidi obsessed with attacking Willingham, Bill Willingham? Because, and this is Penny Parker's journalism, because he was charging Heidi's best friend, Stephanie Cook, here with embezzlement. And this was a big article that was in Bleeding Fool. Apparently Stephanie Cook, well, let's see what goes on here. Children's author and former assistant to Bill Willingham, Stephanie Cook, and there she is, was charged with embezzling over $10,000 from him, a felony that could result in 5 years of prison. So she used to be Bill Willingham's assistant, and I guess she had a credit card of his. Before Cook could be arrested and charged, she fled the United States and went to Canada, where she remains. And there's the incident report here. I don't know, can we blow this up and just take a look at it? Here it is. So Bill Willingham did file a criminal complaint against Stephanie Cook, who has yet to answer for it. There is Stephanie Cook with the facial piercing, of course. Oh, these hipsters, I'll tell you. All right, Heidi has been doing damage control ever since. Stephanie Cook, again, one of the Whisper Network individuals who I don't know what Stephanie Cook has done. Has there been Stephanie Cook-a-mania? I haven't seen it. I don't know if Stephanie Cook has ever created anything that has ever made anyone happy. It's mostly misery on Twitter. Heidi has been doing damage control. She scrubbed all mentions of Stephanie Cook's embezzlement troubles, and if someone brings it up in the comments of her website, Comics Beat, she locks the section. No other comics website will run the story despite the evidence. So you can see, people are sitting here saying, whatever happened with the accusations that she embezzled money from Bill Willingham? Was that ever resolved? And that gets scrubbed. Critical Blast, let's see, has the incident report and supporting evidence on their website. Oh, it's on Critical Blast, too. Did Bill Willingham fabricate embezzlement accusations? And there's the actual evidence on there. And Mimi Cruz of Night Flight Comics corroborated the story as well, which was also widely circulated in 2015. So here are the receipts, folks. Before her statement was scrubbed by Heidi, Rich Johnson, and every other journalist and blogger related to the Whisper Network. So they are protective of their own and quick to try to destroy their enemies. So as you can see, Bill Willingham run afoul of the Whisper Network. No one is allowed to mention this story or face Heidi and the Whisper Network's bullying. Interestingly, Rich Johnson ran a story about Stephanie Cook and her felony embezzlement case. Read the URL, but click the link and it's been deleted. So Rich Johnson actually did do this. He did write about this story way back when, and took it down for some reason. Isn't that peculiar? I mean, that would be like a pretty big story, like Bill Willingham's assistant swiped $10,000 from him, or stole $10,000 and then fled to Canada. That's a pretty big story if true. And Rich Johnson ran it and then took it down because Rich Johnson is part of the Whisper Network, which is unusual. It's mostly women, but it's also just media types. The comics media types all work together to I think some of the people over at Newsarama, formerly called Newsarama, CBR, they all work together to get their version of what they want out. What is that called? There used to be like a group of journalist. Remember journalist? Comics media. The failing comic book industry has its own version of that. It's really sad, pathetic. Can you imagine? It's like, I want power over this dying animal, the comics business. I want power over it. Heidi McDonald should have disclosed that her best friend has been accused of felony embezzlement by Bill Willingham and fled the country. Her conflict of interest while covering Willingham is obvious, but I suppose nobody accused Heidi of having ethics or integrity. Penny Parker's going in. On Heidi McDonald. Unbelievable. And yeah, like I personally have known Heidi McDonald to deliver soft threats. Like kind of will approach you in private messages and deliver something like, "I'm very disappointed in you," which is a threat. Okay, I mean, that's the way it's delivered. Doesn't sound like it, but it is very much a threat. It means that we have our eye on you, and you better get right. All right, let's see. While much of the comics industry has responded with a "you go" guy for Willingham standing up for his rights against what sounds like the ham-handed creative unfriendly from DC Comics, Heath also come under fire for his anti-woke views. Bill Willingham, anti-woke, conservative, beautiful. Past anti-Palestine, anti-abortion storylines and Fables. Fables sounds like a great book. Sounds great. And here are some people again, like, just pointing out this is the way the Whisper Network works and spreads some of its information. The problem with the comic book industry is all you blindly supporting a bigot. So if you're conservative and you're anti-woke, you're anti-abortion, whatever, you're a bigot to these people, these weirdos, these disgusting creeps. Just because he's letting Hansel and Gretel go into the public domain, racist supporting racists. So everybody who supports Bill Willingham, I guess, is a racist to these people. You understand, this is why Comicsgate is important. This is why Comicsgate is still a thing, still necessary. Comic books are still important. Comic books are still beloved by many people, and it's a great entertainment media. We got to protect it. We got to protect it from these people so that others can make comics and enjoy them without being called bigots and racist by these disgusting individuals. So there you go. Thank you, Penny Parker, for once again another kind of expose. You should know as you're reading about Bill Willingham what the agenda is of some of the people who are talking him down. They are only protecting their own from alleged criminal acts that he accused them of. And I think a lot of them know it's true, and that's why they took it down, took down their articles from the past. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a comment. Do you have theories? Do you have ideas below? Yeah, leave them. I read all those comments. I really do. I'm enjoying watching my channel grow again. I'm enjoying making these little quick videos. I hope you're enjoying watching them. More to come today because I got a whole list of things that I got to talk about and get on the record here. That's what it is. It's like Comic Artist Pro Secrets is basically becoming on the record. Is that Bill O'Reilly's old show? I don't remember. But yeah, it is. I gotta get these things down because there's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now, and we need to talk about it. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel, of course, and then go back Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination. Want to thank everybody for backing the Cyberfrog mugshot variant cover. That did incredible business, absolutely incredible business in just 7 days. It's gone now. Those of you who backed it are going to be very pleased. You're the only ones who are going to have a copy. It is not available anywhere else, I guess, but through you if you backed more than one copy. There's still time to back Cyberfrog Dark Harvest and also Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination. I'll be back again later today with another video. Take care. Follow All Caps Comics on Twitter or X or whatever at CyberfrogHD. And be sure to check out all our links in the description below.